Late and Sweet Baby Ink. I see that in the chat. I think that's pretty accurate. We were a little bit late today, but that's okay. Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Daily. Ryan was just educating me on how we need to be more inclusive and welcoming to diversity here at Geeks and Gamers Friday Night Tights. I was just like, okay. He's a big advocate for that.
A word is that a lot of the gay members of Geeks and Gamers, of which there are so many, don't feel comfortable enough because they don't feel like there's enough representation.
Yeah. I mean, look, okay. So see, all right, welcome in Dan Vask. See him being nice to the gays. Okay. Welcome into Dan Vask. Everybody give him a very, very warm welcome. Don't make fun of him. Don't say anything mean. Just be very nice to him. Okay. Just be very, very nice to him. That's all. That's all. But two on the screen right now.
I saw some people that are very upset about the thumbnail today.
What's wrong with a thumbnail?
I don't know. Not enough Sydney Sweeney. I went the anti-Sydney Sweeney route.
Okay.
I went game developers. Game developers that love Sweet Baby Ink and some who have worked for them before. That's what I decided to go for.
Pretty big.
There's been a lot of Sydney Sweeney thumbnails on this channel. Okay.
Pretty big. Yeah, there has been, and there will continue to be more. Don't worry. Yes, let's talk games. Are you aware of the Let's Talk Games meme?
Ryan? I know it's a meme. I don't know why. Probably because Jay has no idea anything about gaming, and you guys we're moving on to a gaming topic, and he said, "Let's talk games."
No. It was so there was Grums had put out another tweet, and so I was like, we got to get Grums on main event. So I quote tweeted him like, "Hey, we need to get Grums on, Geeks and Gamers." I was like, "Hey guys, go over there and show the tweet some love. Let's get some attention on that tweet." And Jay just like responds to it. He's like, "Let's talk games," and everybody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you gonna talk about? Sea of Thieves?"
Yeah. Like, literally just wants to fucking attach himself like Fortnite. Yeah.
Let's talk games. Like, what are you talking about? Why don't you just say, "Hey, man, you should come on Geeks and Gamers"? He's like, "Let's talk games," and dude, the quote tweets, like it had like 100 quote tweets, I think, last night on it. Like he was just getting
on
wrecked.
his. Oh,
yes. It almost ratioed mine. The quote tweets were out of control on it, man, and it kept getting worse and worse. And he was yes, that Zelda 2 clip is really gonna make the rounds, Elite Neo, and that's 100% your fault for that happening. But no, it was just funny as hell, man. It really was. Right now, Jay's tweet has my tweet now has 938 likes, but Jay's has 335 likes, but it's got 115 retweets. His tweet has more retweets than mine. And it's mainly quote tweets of people just memeing on him and wrecking him. So it was hilarious. So
going to look at it right now.
Let's talk here. I'll pull it up. Let's talk games. Here we go. D-Day Cobra right here. Okay. Here's my tweet. And then let's talk games. Oh, he just responded. I didn't see that. Shit. Okay. Rums responded. Let's go. All right. But anyway, so Jay's like, let's talk games. And Perry Chan says these bots are out of hand. Elon Musk.
Games in bio.
Holy shit. But if you look at the quote, how do you do? I keep forgetting how to fucking look this up now. Post engagement. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's the. Have you seen the Zelda 2 clip? You've seen this, right?
Was this the one where he got stuck?
Yeah.
No, you're gonna get stuck, dude.
It just sits there.
The funny part is that like none fall down him like for so long.
He keeps trying to pull like a...
How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this?
Does he just die eventually?
Yes. There he goes. All right, but Jay Hailstorm, quote tweeted that. The rest of them are just like it was bad. It's bad. But yeah, that's all it was. I got to be careful because it is Twitter.
Yeah, you never know what might come up there.
Twitter's a shit show these days for fucking porn bots, dude. It's bad. Like as much as Elon's improved so much about Twitter, the porn bots used to. The porn stuff was like it was its own separate thing in Twitter. You didn't see it unless you were looking for it. You know what I mean? Now, oh my God, all of these accounts are tweeting out like, why is this girl trending? And then, of course, then you look in the replies and it's just like all this hardcore porn. I'm like, good Lord, man. It's aggravating. But yes, so that's awesome. Grums is agreed. Grums is agreed, so I will reach out to him. That's awesome. So maybe we'll have him on either here or on main event. So I'll touch base with him and see what his schedule is. I know Flash had him on Flashcast. They had a great Flashcast, and he had to put up with Lofty. So if he's willing to put up with Lofty, then
he'll be all right here.
He'll be all right here. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I guess we have Gamergate 2.0 upon us. Did you see that tweet that I made yesterday about Gamergate in 2017 and how they blamed Trump being elected on that?
There was like some. The thing is, when it comes to that, Milo, like there was a lot of crossover between Milo covering that, and then obviously a lot of the Trump stuff. Yeah. So there was more than just nothing to connect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes to that story. But yeah, it was obviously very online stuff, very internet stuff, memes, same type of things. That's how they tried to connect everything. But absolutely, Milo Yiannopoulos was latched on to Gamergate at one point, and then obviously was very political as well. So,
well, they've been trying to get Gamergate to happen since basically Gamergate ended, whenever that was. And again, I was never part of Gamergate. I have to say this every time this conversation comes up because I'm always attached to it. And I've had to do my research on it after the fact of what Gamergate was and all of that. And it's really a simple story that got overly convoluted, and the media took it to another level. But do you think that we're actually looking at like Gamergate 2.0 right now with all of this?
Well, I think we kind of are, because essentially what you were talking, it's a little bit different, right? In terms of like what started it. Before really what started it, you're talking about this relationship that exists between games journalists and games developers, right? Specifically surrounding someone named Zoe Quinn, who was sleeping with a variety of people, including some people that were positively reviewing her game. And that's really where a lot of it started. Then it really spun into, how are these people in the gaming industry anyway? Did they deserve to be there? What's their point in being there? Oh, it's to push all this other shit. And like more critiques like that. But at the start of it, it's really just talking about the relationship between games journalists and game developers, ethics in games journalism.
Yep.
And what we're seeing right now is we are seeing a very similar circumstance of games journalists and game developers teaming up to go after gamers. And like that is what you saw 10 years ago. That's what you're seeing now. It's starting over different things, certainly. But I think the difference this time is that media in general is in disrepair. Nobody has any faith or trust or anything when it comes to media of any type, mainstream media of any type, let alone games journalists. And they've done so much damage to their reputation over the past decade that I don't think they have, I don't think they have any chance in hell of actually coming out on top in this.
No, not at all. So this is kind of a little timeline that I saw broke down. But Brazilian gamer, makes Steam curator. Sweet Baby tries to get his account taken down. I don't know if a lot of people have seen those screenshots. I do have those screenshots up of them basically targeting the Steam account, the Sweet Baby Inc. employees. Sweet Baby mocks Akira Toriyama's passing. Gaming journalists run cover for Sweet Baby Inc. U.S. government tells gaming industry to denounce Gamergate. FBI and DHS start targeting gamers. And that's kind of a gist of kind of where we are at this point in time. And this is the statement of the year right here. Dan Bask. I had to do research too, Jeremy. So if you guys don't know, like Dan several months ago sent a tweet out. And he's like, wokeness has finally come for the game industry. We're like, Dan, you're like,
the culture war is finally
It's called
finally come for gaming or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you live in a third world country. We know that you get shipped like the Super Bowl losers t-shirts to hand out to fucking poor starving children. We know you're in a dog shit country, but please, you got the internet. Keep up with things.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, right? That this is what's being left out.
Oh,
right?
yeah. There you
This
go.
is,
Yep. I just
this is Chris Kindred. Like, this thing is the one thing that's being left out. Sweet Baby Inc. started this. They weren't happy that a Steam group page listed games that they were involved in. Not sat there and like shit all over them or in detail went over like they're a piece of shit company. They should be like nothing like that, right? They list the fucking games that they're involved in and say, hey, not recommended. Sweet Baby Inc. is involved in this. That's it. And that was enough to make these people fly off the handle, probably in light of the Suicide Squad failure and them getting a little more heat in general. They wanted to not only ban the group, but also ban his personal Steam account because he loves it so much. Truly vindictive, vile shit. Like, that's how all of this started. And when you look right now at all the hit pieces that are out there, look at this shit, Jeremy. Like, all of these hit pieces fail to actually acknowledge what started this.
Yep.
And it was that Sweet Baby Inc. went after a gamer first. They went after Cabrutus. That's how all this shit started. They are the ones who started a harassment campaign. And now they're trying to gaslight everybody into believing that they are the recipients of one.
And again, that's why I think it's very important, and I will continue to mention it. But it's why I'm really happy that we are covering this stuff over on geeksgamers.com. And a big shout out to Alex, our editor in chief, who for that Kotaku article, we battled back against it because that Kotaku article says, gamers are confused as to what Sweet Baby Inc. does or whatever. And we have a counter to that. And we're going to continue to counter stuff like this with the truth and putting stuff out there. We also have an interview with Cabrutus, and we have talked to him about getting him on here too. Because look, man, I think this thing is going to get really ugly over the next 6-8 months. It's going to get real ugly. And I do think that this is another small piece in a bigger puzzle of what we're going to see, because it is election season. And as much as I know we don't try to cross the streams too much over here with politics and the entertainment world, when the streams do cross, we're going to cover it. And I do think we're at that point now. This is more political than anything. That's what this is. And this really did start with that, a false flagging campaign. And that's really what this comes down to. And then to top it off, that same guy that did the false flagging campaign says disrespectful shit about Akira Toriyama on the day of his announced passing, which is one of the most beloved figures you'll find. Like, Dragon Ball is one of the biggest, most beloved properties ever. And it impacted everybody, every demographic, every race, every country was impacted by the passing of Toriyama. And this clown who tried to start this false flagging campaign is the same guy who disrespected Toriyama. You can't make this shit up. And then you've got the comments from the co-creator, is she co-CEO? What is she?
Kim Belair.
Yeah, what is she? Co-create? Whatever. She's her, and then there's the other guy on LinkedIn, and both of them are now putting out these statements. And the guy on LinkedIn, he put the statement out essentially saying, oh, there's a harassment campaign going on, a targeted harassment campaign from all of these gamers against our company. And then you start seeing all these shill articles pop up with how accusing gamers of a harassment campaign. There's no harassment campaign. They simply just put together the games you're working on for gamers to know, hey, this is the group that this is the group of games that this company's been involved with the consulting on, just so you know.
And then they fucked up. They went after gamers. We found all these other clips out there of Kim Belair talking about how you should terrorize your fucking employers to make sure you get all the woke DEI stuff that you want. Like, now we've found out a lot of their history, and people are commenting on that. Like, that's what's going on. There's no harassment campaign. But the people who are the real truly evil pieces of shit, it's people like this, right? Alyssa Mercante, who's the one who did that Kotaku article. This was, I think, a very important tweet that kind of went under the radar from 2 days ago. I see a lot of industry folks and leaders with massive followings and influence staying very, very quiet right now. I'll remind you one of my favorite Audre Lorde quotes: "Your silence will not protect you." Man, it's weird. It's almost like right out of the Sweet Baby Inc. playbook to basically threaten and terrorize people you work with if you don't get what you want.
Yep.
Like this is a statement that if you don't stand with us because we're being harassed, we're trying to gaslight everybody believing that we're harassed. Game developers, businesses, journalists, if you don't take a stand with us right now, we're going to remember and we're going to come after you next.
Absolutely. And to top all of this off, it really hit the next level yesterday because the most influential man in the world, probably the most powerful man in the world, Elon Musk, retweets this clip. There was an interview with the Quartering. He had Cabrutus and Grums on. And yes, so now Elon has signal boosted it. So this is taking it to a whole new level. And oh my goodness, the freak out over Elon getting involved has been fantastic. There are so many of these freaks that are so mad right now because Elon responded. I've seen Paul Tassi. Some people are saying Paul Tassi was being sarcastic. I don't think that he was.
No, Paul Tassi's put out a lot of tweets last couple days that are very that's inciting or minimizing a lot of stuff that's going on.
You got this guy who this guy's been in my mentions forever, but he screenshotted this fucking loser is going to amplify and boost these shitbirds into everyone's timeline. It's going to be worse than before.
You're right. It is going to be worse for you than before. Because and that's what I mean. This is the difference. Journalism has fucking completely tanked in terms of credibility and reach and all these things for these mainstream media outlets, these mainstream game journalist outlets. And now you have Elon drawing attention to what's going on. Now we have crossed, we're at this point, we talk about this sometimes, where we cross this kind of cultural window, and all of a sudden Libs of TikTok is talking about it, Elon's talking about it.
Jack Posobiec was tweeting about it.
Exactly. You know? You're about to see a lot of other like political culture war people that are starting to talk about this, which means it's hitting like a higher stratosphere in terms of visibility. These people are going to get absolutely fucking destroyed.
The managing editor for GameSpot said, once again, asking gamers to grow up. He tried to put some clarification out there to try to backtrack, but
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. So he's getting crushed. So I retweeted once again, asking journalists to shut the fuck up. And dude, these guys, I'm telling you, man, they hate gamers. They hate them, and this is just the beginning of something that's going to get real nasty. We're going to talk about this video that Libs of TikTok pulled up here in just a minute. But yeah, I'm ready for it. I am ready for it, and it's not even going to be a great year in gaming in general. I mean, in terms of like the thing is this is something we have to work hard on geeksgamers.com. Highlighting the indie game scene, because there are a lot of phenomenal indie games out there. Tomac, who just sent the $50 in, thank you, Tomac, who's got a really good feel for all of that stuff in the indie sphere. There are some incredible indie titles out there that we need to highlight. I don't think there's really a great place that's highlighting enough indie titles, and we need to do a better job of that, because with all of the AAA titles, the disaster, the layoffs in the gaming industry right now, it's a fucking shit show, man.
Well, you've been pushing a small indie game for a while, Fortnite.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Big advocate of that. And I don't push that game because it's an indie game as much as it proves how much of a hardcore gamer I am. Because I'm not about the normie games. I'm about those like niche games that not a lot of people know about. So Fortnite, I know you guys may not remember that, but like Fortnite, check it out. Small indie title, no corporate involvement or anything like that.
Yeah, like once you get by the animation style, you know what I mean, and really just focus on the gameplay, I think a lot of people are going to start coming to that game soon.
Absolutely. And then there's another company that popped up on my radar recently, Nintendo, I think their name. I got a feeling they're going to make an impact on the industry soon. But to be fair, like on the Switch, for instance, like, oh my God, man, if you go to the eShop, the amount of indie titles that populate the eShop that are out there that are so fucking good, it's crazy. It really is.
Oh man, we got a big update. Kaneki Katsuo. Fortnite isn't niche.
Really?
Holy fuck. Blowing our goddamn minds. Thank you.
I thought it was. I thought I was like one of those maybe a couple hundred people playing it. Damn, my bad. Sorry about that.
No, your lobbies are just full of bots for some reason.
Sorry about that. So,
I
fucking hate Fortnite. Like, I hate them because I was kind of burnt out on it. I was kind of like, all right, I didn't really like the newest chapter, so I went for like 2 weeks, didn't play it. Then the update came out, and then I didn't play the update yet. I was like, I just don't care, like, got other things going on. And I played the update, and I'm like, fuck, I love this update. It's great. I hate them.
Yeah, me too. Let's talk games for 2. Says, hey, little buddy. Hey. MJ UK 84, member for 9 months. Happy birthday again, Jeremy.
Thank you. It's my birthday month, so I'm celebrating.
Tyrant Lizard King, member for 12 months. Happy 1-year anniversary, G&G Daily. I became a member the day I saw you guys were starting a daily show.
Is this the anniversary?
He says he's been a member for 12 months, so happy 1 year. It might not be till the day or something, but...
When's the anniversary of GG? I had that looked up and I completely forgot. It is in March, though, I think. Is today the anniversary of it?
I don't know. Steven Delion for 2. Let's talk games. Seamus McCanus, is that really your name? For 4 months. I love how Ryan's hair looks to be throwing up a Heil to the side. I don't know what it's doing this morning. Derek PG Baylor for 199. Why is Jay so serious on TNME and so goofy on daily?
Jay has this ability to be like really memeable and then super serious when he needs to be. So it's really funny. But Jay's actually a pretty smart dude. He's just he's good at being unintentionally hilarious. He really is.
Over on Rumble, B Barrett for 2. Just heard about Deadspin. Rest in piss. Yeah, well, Deadspin didn't work out very well for them, getting sued and just got sold and everyone got fired.
Yeah, so. Pretty much. I've got to look up and see if this is actually the anniversary now. So
Orozco for 2. What's up, my riggers? What's up? B Barrett for 2. Here's a Rumble rant. I'm terrified of what might happen if I don't give you guys what you want. You should be. Just like Sweet Baby Inc.
That's right.
Shadow Saiyan for 5. We are in the final hours till Battlefront Collection. I'm so hyped. Yeah, I think that releases today, yeah?
Is that today? I'm so mad that it's not March 13th. This is the fucking anniversary of Daily. Right here. This is it. Good planning on my part, I guess. So
happy anniversary, Jeremy.
Happy anniversary, everybody. It's the 1-year anniversary of Geeks Gamers Daily. I guess I've got to give, you know what? I'm going to give you full credit because this show wouldn't be going on if it wasn't for Ryan.
That's the best gift I could hope for.
Yeah, that's it right there. So
I want all of the credit and none of the blame.
But in all seriousness, thank you guys. We didn't know what this show was going to be when we started it, and it's been absolutely fantastic, and we really appreciate it. So thank you guys. This is the January 6th of Geeks and Gamers. This is JP. So yes, this is the reason the 199 exists. I did have the dates pulled up for this and the 199 the day that happened, but
it was probably like a month after. That was sometime in early April during Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah. But I've been doing what Ryan told me to do, which is make more videos for the channel, and I kind of lost track of things. So
it's crazy. It's blowing up now.
Yeah, we're actually gaining subs. We're gaining a lot of subs, actually. Alec freaking Baldwin's finger just dropped a 50 gifted membership. It says nothing because he can't say anything on gifted memberships, but he don't miss. That's what I was going to say. He don't miss because everybody's saying he don't miss. But
yeah, everyone's saying that in chat right now.
I was like, and he says, thank you, ABF. Holy crap, you mad lad. Oh, man. Look, we got a red super chat from
Dan Bask. Why does that turn red?
It's fucking bullshit. He's hacking the fucking system, dude. He's hacking it.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Well, here's a proper CJR with a happy anniversary. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, CJR, for the big $50. Tomac also had $50 as well. If we're going to talk games, I did manage to beat Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise over the weekend. Good times. Now that's the 4th Souls-like game I've beat. None of them from being a FromSoft game.
It really pisses me off. Dan Vass gets a red, like he spent like literally, what is that, like $3 like USD.
So Brazilian money is 20 cents on the dollar.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're talking about, like, what did he actually spend on that? He spent 30 fucking cents, of which YouTube's going to take 30% of that. So that makes it 20 cents. The App Store is going to take another fucking probably 30% if he sent it from a fucking cell phone. I don't even know if he has any of those there. So we're only going to see potentially like 13 cents of that.
Yeah, I fucking hate Dan. I really do. Like, Cabrutus is the best thing that's ever happened to Brazil. Fuck Dan Vass.
Think about that. We acknowledged Dan Vask's super chat, and we're getting 13 cents from it.
I'm just not going to acknowledge Dan Vass super chats anymore. It's a net negative for me as a businessman. Okay, just not going to do it.
Yeah,
Cabrutus is the best part of Brazil, not Dan. Fuck him.
But yes, thank you though to CJR 1984, the big 50-pound super chat. Happy anniversary.
Yes, we got to pull up this Libs of TikTok video. Well, whenever you want. If you wanted to go somewhere else, that's fine.
We can do it now. I think I've got it right here. Yes, let's look at Danny Flanders, whatever the fuck her name is. She's in the thumbnail. I've treated you guys to her in the thumbnail today, but this started going around yesterday. And I saw on, I think it was that Park Place had an article about this, I think before this video came out, that I used in my video I made about it. So shout out to them. But this is Danny Lalanders, a non-binary game developer. She was hired by Cliffhanger Devs to create a game based on Marvel's Black Panther. Let's just let her speak.
I have a team of 21 right now for Validate. It's a pretty big team. It's a crazy big team for indie games.
Also, it should make it clear, the game that she's talking about, all black staff, is not Black Panther. Just for the record, it's the game. It's Validate, which is a cringe fucking like romance dating game that she worked on a couple years ago.
But who is your team? Validate has a team of mostly all people of color. We have no white people on our team. I did that because I wanted to create a safe environment. And I know the best way for an environment to be safe is to be around people who are just like me. And I'm not saying that white people in the industry are creating unsafe environments. I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying that sometimes it is hard to work with white people because they think that something may be okay, but it was really a microaggression. And no one wants to deal with that while they're trying to make a game that they love.
Well, sometimes white people don't like working with black people because of macroaggressions. But for real, like, could you imagine if I got up there and said something like that?
Yep.
Like if I said, you know, I got a team of all white people working for me because just quite frankly, like, let's just be honest, we don't want to work with black people because we feel a lot more comfortable when it's just people that look like us. Yeah. It's racist as fuck. It's discrimination. It's insane. And that's the thing is, this person worked for Sweet Baby Inc.
Yes.
This person worked for Sweet Baby Inc. for almost a year and now is in game development. Now she's on Black Panther, and this is the type of person we're talking about.
Yeah, and listen, I'm all for rehabilitation, okay? I don't like bringing up the past, Ryan, okay? I don't like to bring up the past, okay? When people have moved on, and I'm not going to play the clip, but that's some serious Brie Larson vibes. Am I saying I hate white dudes? No. That's exactly what she sounds, just like Brie Larson when Brie Larson was talking about having more diversity in the movie review sphere. And she the way she was saying that was just like Brie Larson all those years ago. And it does kind of give you like direct insight into these are the types of people that are working on your video games and they despise you. They are racist. Like, that is point blank racism. Like, we keep living in the society where everything is racist. Everybody's racist. Everything that someone says is racist until you actually have a real racist saying racist things. And then no one wants to highlight it. No one wants to talk about it in the mainstream media. It happens every time. Like the Kotaku article or writer, the editor, she point blank said, like, you can't be racist against white people. That's a literal racist statement.
But she's very proud of that too.
She's
got it right there. Hi. And that's for these freaks, for these fucking weirdos. That is actually what they think, right? That because you have to have power as well. And since obviously people of color have no power, they can't be racist against white people. Guys, seems like y'all got a lot of fucking power right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I couldn't get away with saying some dog shit like this. That this black woman is one of the only people who can get away with saying dumb shit like this.
Yeah, and again, it will continue to have a negative impact. I mean, Kotaku. I imagine Kotaku is heading for deadline territory in the next year or two. I have to imagine
Deadspin, right?
Yeah, Deadspin. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have to imagine Kotaku's heading in that direction, and they are not doing themselves any favors. And what did we say? Like, I don't know if I expected when the whole G4 Frost thing happened. I don't know if I fully expected G4 to go down in flames like within a year of that rant, because you remember how well received that rant was, well received on Twitter and social media, because it was Jack Dorsey's Twitter, and it was getting all the rounds. Man, that whole thing fell apart quickly. Shit like this, when gamers start becoming aware of anything like this, they are not going to support it. They're just not. And I don't think that gamers are overly political in general. Obviously, some are, some aren't, just like anything else in life. But I don't think that gamers are overly political, but they are definitely against shit like this overall. So I think you're going to see a big blowback, especially the more the media builds this narrative against gamers, which is going to happen. And we're going to continue to see articles like that. You're going to see this stuff blow up big time.
The thing with G4 is that that obviously the Frost thing did not help them. It hurt them drastically. However, the entire plan they had with as much money as they were fucking spending, trying to get into esports, like way after they should have, like all of these things, it was kind of doomed from the start. And Frost just kind of took their longevity from, I don't know, maybe 2 years to 1. Something like that. But.
Yeah, they had everything going for them in the beginning, of terms of like they had all that nostalgia, they had some really well-known personalities, they had a lot of excitement, but they pissed that away fairly quickly. And it wasn't just Frost, but she was definitely one of the centerpieces to that whole thing. But it was the behavior. So I think like the fact that we know of a Kotaku article, I think she's managing editor or something like that for Kotaku. The fact that we know her senior editor, the fact that we know her and we know of her name, and she is not backing down. She's out there just making it worse. That means no one at Kotaku is actually like talking to her. You know why? Because they're terrified to talk to her. They're terrified to say, yeah, you might want to shut the fuck up. You're actually hurting our image really badly right now. No. They don't have anybody there that can actually have that conversation. And so, yeah, this is going to continue on, and I'm here for it. And I'm glad Elon Musk is highlighting it, because that really is sending it to another level.
Yeah, and I think that speaking of Kotaku, there's other people with Kotaku who've been getting dragged around a little bit. Here's Carolyn Pettit. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me at Kotaku? Right? Carolyn Pettit. She decided to take this screenshot and share it around. The same people who say we just want gamers to be apolitical again will then say deeply political stuff like this, making it evident that they want games to reinforce deeply patriarchal, essentialist, and limiting notions of gender, which is not apolitical at all. This guy retweets, whoever the hell this Kotaku journalist is, took part of my tweet, right? And not the whole context to push their agenda, and didn't bother to tag me in it either. This person left the part out where I talk Anita Sarkeesian. They don't want to show the full context. Update. Now it makes sense. This person was Anita Sarkeesian's right-hand soldier during the feminist frequency story arc. And see Flash right here pointing this out. Now it makes more sense. It's all connected. It's all connected. Shout out to Mugen Lord.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a deep rabbit hole of bullshit and nonsense. And the more you look into it, the worse it's going to get. And God, man. Anita Sarkeesian still like having the cancer is still there. It's still there.
Has she said anything yet?
That I don't know. That's a good question. Look that up. While you're doing that, I'll repeat. So I did send this tweet out, and Grums has agreed to come on. So we're gonna have him on Geeks and Gamers in the very near future. So that is super cool. Looking forward to talking with him. The responses was this right here. This is somebody responding to him. Here we go.
Hi everyone.
Thought he was froze up. This is Perry Chan clipping.
Let's talk games.
That's
Hi everyone.
God dang. Perry Chan clipped that out last night. That was perfectly timed. But yeah, so I'm really happy to have him on. We might maybe we get Dan Vast to join that episode, since Dan is so entrenched in the lore of the culture war and the gaming industry. Dan's really been plugged into all that, so we'll see about that. But yeah, looking forward to having Grums on. It's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Anita hasn't tweeted since September. It's kind of crazy. So.
Yeah, dude, I gotta look into this.
She's enjoying. She's on her honeymoon with herself, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Was that? I didn't look too far into that. So she did like this.
She held a themed birthday party. That was themed like a wedding.
Okay. So like, cringe.
It is a little cringe, yes.
Yeah, these people are nuts, dude. These people are absolutely nuts. We've got let's see. Center Negative says happy gamerversary. Gamer. TJ for 50. Happy anniversary to Daily. I never miss it and look forward to it every day. One of my favorite live streams. Love y'all. Hail to the 199 and the fellowship. And of course, the Snake Pit 2. Trump for life. Save the world or it'll be the end. Thank you, TJ. Yes, if you're just tuning in, this is the 1 year anniversary of Geeks and Gamers Daily. Look, you got... If I would have remembered that, I would have grifted a lot better. I would have put it in the title. I would have, but until the chat reminded me, I didn't know. But yes, it is. And I'm really happy about that. I'm really proud of this show. And I always talk shit to Ryan, and I talk shit to everybody, but credit to Ryan. He's the reason this show actually got started and continues to move forward. Ryan's the machine behind this show. So shout out to you. For the first time in a long time, I'll compliment you and not call you a name. I'll call you a gamer word afterwards, so don't worry.
Hey, we'll balance it all out. Wouldn't want to be thinking we're going too far down the DEI rabbit hole. Too much gay representation here.
Oh man.
King's Advisors for $5. What's up, Kings? Very disappointed about Disney just refusing to make money with movies like National Treasure 3. Yeah, I'm going to read a couple more super chats, then we're going to get into that, actually. We're going to get into National Treasure 3. Okay. Eric Reyes, member for 4 months. G&G's owner is gay, and you can't get more diversity and representation than that. Also, looks like the House passed the ban TikTok Trojan horse bill. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I think TikTok's fine. I don't think it should be banned.
I have no issue with TikTok. We talked about this a lot last night on on Main Event. I just think banning TikTok is a huge problem because it's a government thing. The government never makes decisions that are good for the people. They just don't. That's not something the government's in the business of doing. So I feel like this sets a precedent that they can now just kind of go after any site that they want to.
I don't care if some fucking little Chinese spy wants to watch through my front-facing cameras. I jerk off. I don't give a fuck, China. Yeah. You can look at my shit.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't care about TikTok. I think that we talked about this last night again, but it comes back to parenting. And if you're not going to have parents looking out for their kids and what they're doing on the internet, then getting rid of TikTok doesn't solve that problem. You still have bad parenting. It comes down to that. And if you got bad parents out there, then kids are going to find their way to the sludges of the internet. It's just how it is.
And I feel like this bill specifically, if TikTok was banned tomorrow, my life wouldn't be affected, right? And 100%. I don't personally care too much about it.
Yeah, I just spend no time on TikTok.
But how long is it until say a couple of things change? We'll see what happens a year from now. I think a lot of us assume there's going to be a different president in charge, things like this. However, what if that doesn't happen? What if things get worse? And what if Twitter gets banned next year? like using kind of the same reasoning for whatever. And I think that with this bill, that makes it closer to a possibility.
It does. And so that's going to be obviously I'll probably talk about that tonight on Cobra Cast a little more. I don't like this at all. And it goes back to what happened in January of 2020. They banned a sitting president of the United States of America on social media. They'll take down Elon. They will. If they have the opportunity, they'll take Elon down. They took Trump down, they'll take anybody down. And I don't mean Trump as an individual. Trump is the president of the United States. Scary times, man. Scary times.
Clandestine Merkaba says, retarded take, Ryan. Privacy is important. The ban sets bad precedent, though. Guess what? If privacy is important, don't put it on your fucking phone. What the fuck are you talking about? If that's your privacy, keep it off your phone. There's a lot of fucking apps that collect data. It tells you it's going to fucking do it. So don't put shit on your phone. That's your choice. I don't understand how hard that is to understand. But
yeah, that's the whole thing. Like you don't have to put all of your information in your phone. Like if you care about that, I personally don't. You can look at whatever I have in my phone, all my fucked up shit. I don't care. Like who cares? Whatever, right? Obviously there's things I would rather not be posted publicly that's on my phone if it's my choice. But at the end of the day, if you don't want them spying on you, then don't put shit on your phone. I'm not saying it's right, you know what I mean? But if that's a big, like, I know not a lot of people, there are people out there that refuse to have a smartphone because of that.
Yeah, sure. And the way I think about it is this. There's so many fucking apps or websites or whatever that are collecting your data, that are selling it to people to understand like how people are operating, whatever. One of the benefits of that is that helps offset the cost of other things that could potentially be part of that app. So for me, I have no problem with it. And I have no problem with my fucking browsing data being like monitored, or I quite frankly don't care. Now, could there come a point in time where something gets too much for my privacy? Like if they're asking to look at my pictures and distribute them and put my name on, of course there could be like a line that gets crossed. But for me, I just, it doesn't really fucking bother me.
And there are a lot of discussions. I know Kevin O'Leary has talked about wanting to buy TikTok. I know there's Rumble has expressed interest in that as well. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok, but it just telling you, in my opinion, the government is not looking out for the future of humanity or privacy or any of that bullshit with this TikTok thing. That's not what the government doesn't give two fucks about that. All right. They're not doing it for the right reasons. It's a Trojan horse.
All right. Where are we here? Orangutan for 199. Jay should only talk Souls games. Yeah, we know he's an expert. He's an expert on Souls games. Valkyria winner, member for 11 months. Hail 199. Listening to you lovely guys as I'm playing SWOTOR, trying to stream because of you guys. Only recording for now, but we'll stream live one day. That'd be awesome, Valkyria. We'd love to see that.
Hell yeah.
Star Wars Old Republic is awesome.
Don't acknowledge Dan's gift. I will not. Apparently Dan sent like 20 gifted memberships, but I am not acknowledging it.
I think that
how does that work though? Do I still get how does it work with his, he has to just pay?
You were having trouble with that sentence.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to reword it.
Yeah. So
fucking Brazil.
I believe that the way it works is it's based off like the country. So I think memberships are like way cheaper for Dan to buy than they are for like an American to buy. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because there was something that happened at DSP the other day with that, where like people were going from countries that the dollar was worth fucking nothing and gifted a shit ton of memberships, but it didn't equate to like barely any money for him, and he was getting pissed. Like there was some DSP story about that not too long ago.
That's fantastic.
So I think that's how it works.
Dan, go give DSP some memberships.
Yeah, I think that's how it works, but I might be wrong.
Oh man.
But thanks, Dan. What did he gift here?
20 gifted memberships.
20 gifted memberships from Dan Bass. You guys just got a discount gift from Dan. you go. Thank you, Dan.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
I'd be interested to know, Dan, did you spend the equivalent of $100 on that, which would be $500 of your money? Is that what you spent, or did you spend $100 of your money? Because that will tell us. That'll tell us what it is.
Let us know, Dan. We need the answers.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to survive if we don't know.
Can't wait to get a real Brazilian like Cabrutus. Yeah.
M. Simon becomes a channel member. Thank you. GraphWeb for $2. For fuck's sake, cancel Disney Plus. Spikefish TV Network. Be honest, the Yaira trailer was bad. Yeah, you know, we reacted to that. The thing to me that I had the biggest problem with this trailer was the accent.
Same. I said it to Eric last night.
Yeah, like the accent I think was a questionable choice. Because I couldn't tell what exactly it was or whatever. There's things I thought in the trailer were cool. There are things I had to criticize, certainly. But their first live action foray. So
yeah. Like I said, it comes back to I said this, I believe, on Daily yesterday, but I have supported many people in these spheres comics over the years. I've even I've pulled Ethan's Cyberfrog out back in the day many a times. I even got him to autograph one, and I'm like, hey, I've got Cyberfrog because I'm a big deal. This is no one ever demanded that I give you my review of Cyberfrog, which I never have. But I had no problem celebrating that I had Cyberfrog, and I celebrated the success of Cyberfrog. Same with like that Umbrella Guys comic or Anna's cover that she did or other people. I just support people's shit. And now suddenly, now it's like this demand, like you've got to review Eric's comic. It's like, when the fuck have I ever done a comic review on this channel? Ever? It's so stupid. And so I don't even watch much Hollywood bullshit with the trailer breakdowns anymore. I've done that a long time ago, but yeah. So the more I have people that obviously don't watch the content suddenly like bombarding going, you guys, this, and it's like, well, this is like the third stream now I've mentioned that I did not like the accent at all, which is a massive part of the fucking trailer, by the way. But yeah, so there's just going to keep the people are going to keep doing that, and that's totally fine. But at the end of the day, you know, the stuff's out there. We've talked about stuff plenty of times out there. So you're just not looking for it.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, obviously they did the animated trailer with Alpha Core, which I thought was really fucking cool. That was probably like super fucking expensive, I'd have to imagine, to get all that animation done for Alpha Core. So it's a trailer for a comic book launch, and it's the first one they've done. But yeah, I certainly had issues with the trailer, but you're not buying that trailer, you're buying a comic book. That's how I look at it.
Yep.
And if you want to support it, go for it. 1.1 million or whatever already after the first 2 days for Yaira. So
it's
shout
insane.
out. Tobias for 5. Yeah, the bots are insane. I started a new Twitter profile for the podcast, and literally all the follows on it are all OnlyFans bots and such. It's annoying. Well, hope a girl with a tail follows you soon over there, Tobias.
Sive says, my comment was misunderstood on the last daily. I respect Jeremy for actually telling us his thoughts on the Yaira when other sides happen. If I misunderstood your comment, I apologize. Sometimes, again, you got hundreds of comments flying by, you highlight one. So, but if I misunderstood, my apologies.
Yeah, sometimes we take things out of context on accident.
Yeah. Sometimes we blame the chat for doing it to us, and then we do it ourselves.
Why is this starred?
That was earlier when I was talking about Gamergate, and then Sedan said that, so I was like, I gotta pull that one up.
David Lopez for 5. The woke is what's going to cause the video game crash. Indies will live as long as they don't get tempted. Yeah, I mean, I think in a big way we're seeing the beginnings of that. 100%. Scott McKenzie with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Fear the hammers. Let's talk games.
Let's talk games.
Barbecue Pits. I heard you're doing some stuff in Haiti. My N-word Ryan. Hope you've been using your N-word pass. I don't want to have to revoke it. Jeremy, I would give you one too, but you aren't quite gangster enough yet. You're still invited to the cookout.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I am black from the waist down. So
did you hear about the Haitian king who's his name's Barbecue?
Look,
he's eating people.
I've been seeing like the Haiti stuff, like stories going around. I have not done a ton of research on it yet. I'm planning on that for Cobra Cast tonight, but I did see this.
They're cooking people and eating them.
I know, and I did see this go around. They said this aged well.
This is Philemon. You're from Port-au-Prince?
Yes, sure.
Is that right? This is the famous hat. Do you know this? Make America Great Again that Trump wears? Yeah, okay. You don't seem thrilled by this hat, no? We made this hat for you.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So I saw this one going around and didn't age very well.
That's rough. Well. Haiti is like a demonic fucking place. Like it is scary. No amount of money is gonna fix that shithole. Lean back, have a snack, take a nap. Remember, for 8 months, communism has finally come for the universities. Dan Vask, probably. Gaming Baker for Ozzy 799. Jay is a Make-A-Wish, but for tards. What does that mean, though?
I don't really know.
Jay is a Make-A-Wish, but for tards. Like, so instead of being a child dying of cancer that like gets something they want, we brought Jay. Jay got a YouTube career because he's retarded. Is that what you're saying?
I guess so. Maybe.
I'm trying to decipher it, Gaming Baker. Thank you.
Gary tweeted this out right here. All roads lead to a lonely woman who had to marry herself on her birthday. There it is right there. The Anita Sarkeesian. God, man, like what a pathetic existence. You know what I mean? Like it really is. It really is bad. God.
Hey, at least she had friends to celebrate her birthday with her, I guess. Yeah. SBZ for 5. Can't wait for the headlines. How Gamergate 2.0 brought Trump into the presidency again.
Elite Neo. Did we get this one?
No.
Get this one. Okay. For 50 says just created a Twitter account to follow all of you guys all the more readily. Will most likely signal boost you guys post rather than make my own, but I did have to reply to the Zelda 2 clip of Jay and how it might bring him some heat. Yeah, so Elite Neo is the reason I have that clip. I think I was talking about it on a stream one time and he emailed me the clip, and he's the reason that we have it now in circulation. So I would encourage everybody to, I mean, Twitter's kind of like, at least for now, there's 2 things I would encourage if you're interested. Go to Twitter, obviously make an account. That's kind of where a lot of our conversations are happening, but also go to geeksgamers.com and create an account over there. We are currently revamping the site a little bit, and we've got some stuff that we're working on, but we already have the forums over there. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, to seeing everybody over there. We've got some new writers on the site as well. That's cool.
SBZ for 5. Oh, I said that one. Tobias for 10. Toriyama's so beloved, even the cartels had a formal ceasefire for a full day. Even the every drug cartel in Latin and South America were completely peaceful. You do not insult a man like that. Yeah, I heard something about that happening. Gray Man for 2. Seen Homeland Security versus Gamergate 2 by Egg. I haven't seen that. If that's a video, I haven't seen that. However, I do know the article that people are talking about that has the Homeland Security funding.
Yep.
Bushin Ryu Cat for 2. It's Jeremy's B-Day. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. Also, what if the plan for a COVID lockdown was to recreate Fallout, locked in our new homes, vault, and we reemerge to a new world of non-binariness?
Well, I think it's not my birthday, but it's my birthday month. But it's the anniversary of Geeks Gamers Daily today. This is the 1-year anniversary of this show. I didn't know that until the chat told me. So from a grifting standpoint, I'm really upset. So we might do a pool of Jay and Beardo where we just celebrate the entire month of the anniversary of this show for the rest of the month now. Should we do that? Something like that, Ryan?
No.
That would make you bad, wouldn't it? But yeah, my birthday was a few days ago. So.
Probably would upset me. You know what else upsets me, Jeremy? That we don't have National Treasure 3. Nicolas Cage has wanted to do it for a long time. Disney has not wanted to do it with him for a long time, although they're willing to give other things a try. And once again, National Treasure and Nick Cage are in the news, and it doesn't sound good. We know that they're willing to make things surrounding National Treasure as long as they can do a reboot, something else where you can have a Gen Z female Latina whose father was an illegal immigrant or whatever. This is what they decided to make National Treasure Edge of History into. It got destroyed. Virtually nobody watched it. It got canceled after one season, a pathetic failure. Well, now Nicolas Cage got asked the question about it once again. He gave a very blunt response, including slamming Disney in his very quick reply. Exclusive. Actor Nicolas Cage addresses the chance of National Treasure 3 after years of the treasure hunting sequel being rumored to happen. In an exclusive interview with Screen Rant, Cage speaks on the chances of National Treasure 3. When prompted about the development, Cage stated bluntly that no, there is no National Treasure 3. Here's the whole thing. Here you go. See, you're the one that brings these things up. They go out, they eclipse everything else. Yes, this is going to eclipse anything else you talked about in that interview, for the record. No, there is no National Treasure 3. If you want to find treasure, don't look at Disney, okay? It's not there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Shots fired out of left field from Nick Cage.
Let's go.
And it's a good way to describe it, whether it's the magic, whether it's the treasure, whatever, don't look at Disney. But it's crazy that they're willing to commit probably $100 million, whatever they did to this fucking piece of shit. Jess, a brilliant and resourceful dreamer in both senses of the words, in terms of her personality, and a dreamer in terms of her parents were here fucking illegally. That's who this person is. Searches for answers about her family. She embarks on an adventure of a lifetime to cover the truth about the past and save a lost Pan-American treasure. A lot of diversity in the show. Yeah, they're willing to do that, but not this.
Yeah, what? It makes no sense. Why would you everybody would love this. Everybody would go crazy over a National Treasure 3. Holy shit, man. God, Disney is, and again, I'm sure you've seen the Nelson Peltz political hit piece ad that they did.
Yeah.
That puts it in perspective as to what type of mindset they have. They put more production into something like that than they do their own movies, and it still wasn't good. It actually,
Nelson Peltz is lying. Nelson Peltz wants to erase all transgenders from Disney World.
They would have
that make me vote for him. Yeah,
if they would have said that. That would have really made everybody vote for him.
Like the man president. Fuck.
But yeah, I mean, these are simple decisions that anybody with a working brain would go, okay, we need to give the audience something that's not necessarily superhero related or Star Wars related. What do we have that's kind of in our rapport that we can? Nicolas Cage. We can work on see if we could do a National Treasure 3, whatever. That would be huge. I'm not saying it would be like $1 billion movie. You know what I mean? But it would be a solid success.
Yes, and if you have a reasonable budget, you don't need to go fucking crazy. You just have a reasonable budget with it. And I was not a big fan of 2. I really like the first one. The first one's fucking amazing.
First one's fantastic.
But yeah, the fact that you have the actor that wants to do it, a bunch of other people involved in the project that want to do it, but Disney doesn't.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
And again, we've been talking about stuff like this for a while, and this little decisions like this are adding up. They're adding up over time. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars that they're leaving on the table with these bad decisions. I'll be honest. I've been trying to think about it since she showed it. I don't remember that female National Treasure ever coming out.
I remember it because it got roasted.
I don't did it get a wide release? Was it a Disney?
It was Disney Plus.
Okay, Disney Plus. Okay, I literally don't remember that it even existed. I didn't know it came out. I was like, wait, did I miss that? I don't remember it releasing. It's bad when you don't even remember having something to roast over it. I don't remember. I don't think I saw a trailer. I don't think I saw anything from it. And think about that. That's a decision that has cost the company hundreds of millions of dollars in profit that they could have made from Nicolas Cage, being in National Treasure 3. Would have been a huge success. Again, not a $1 billion movie, but I think $300, $400, $500 million is you know, that's if it's a somewhat well received, I think it would do fairly well. Then you have the female pirates, you know, that I guess they on and off again, what they're going to do with that. And it's like, if Johnny Depp's in it, that's $1 billion movie. At this point in time, Johnny Depp is in a Pirates movie. It's $1 billion movie if they brought it back at this point in time, with all the momentum, with the love for Jack Sparrow.
If it's done the right way, and it's not like he's a side character in this black female pirates adventure,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you brought the whole cast back,
oh my!
Like if you were able to get like Keira Knightley, Orlando Bloom like involved, like, and I don't know exactly like how you do it, but if they were to do that, it probably would be pretty big.
Yeah, it would. It would be huge. It'd be huge.
Mm-hmm. Quatrina VR for $199. My normie mom asked me, "What's this Gamergate?" We're on Gamergate 2 Electric Boogaloo at this point. Seed fan for 2. Could Nick Cage buy the National Treasure IP? I don't think so. Did Nick Cage have like some financial problems?
I feel like he was, so he's this Elvis fanatic, and didn't he sell something of Elvis's or something? Am I wrong about that? I feel like there was a story about him with Elvis. But while you're looking this up, look at this. Z Highness's D-Day Cobra looks like Stuttering Craig's replacement here. Do we actually, do I still get the, how does it work with his, so he has his page.
You were having trouble with that stuff.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to, that was really bad. It was really bad. I was like, wait,
out. Being patient. My holy shit.
I could not figure out how I wanted to work. It's all because of Brazil. Fuck Dan Vask. All right. That's what it comes down to.
That's right. Yeah, it does look like bad real estate investments and things like that. He was $6 million in debt, but he didn't file for bankruptcy. So I don't think he could buy National Treasure. But I think that's one of the reasons you saw him doing so many different movies as well. Mm-hmm. Which, hey, it means we get more Nicolas Cage. Tomac for 10. We could have games in bio. Just post your backloggery. Games in bio and link to your Steam account. David Lopez for 5. Here's an indie game that you really need to highlight. Penny's Big Breakaway. Really good game. One of the best 3D platformers ever made. David Lopez, you're the only person I've ever heard talk about that, and you've talked about it probably 5 or 6 times that I can remember. Penny's Big Breakaway. So remember that.
Tim Pool just blasted Patrick Bet David.
For what?
Chris Cuomo is now part of Valuetainment. Holy shit, that's a bad move. Wow. Tim Pool says, huge fuck up. Chris Cuomo faked being in COVID lockdown. His brother's a murderer. No redemption arc. PBD goes CNN is very disappointing. That is a bad move for Valuetainment. Like, holy fuck.
So Cuomo's been on Newsmax recently, right? News Nation. Sorry, yeah. News Nation. And didn't he just do an interview with Tucker?
He did. He did an interview with Tucker. Yeah. So, I hate Chris Cuomo. I think he is such a fucking coward, such a bitch. But look, man, at the end of the day, I don't know if you can, like, I do think it's pretty unfair for Tim Pool to say that he goes CNN. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's pretty unfair. I'm gonna have to cover this tonight on Cobra Cast. This is some good stuff right here. Man,
yeah, what does it mean joins value? I have a lot of questions about what he's doing, you know?
Yeah. I got somebody said diversity hire in the comments section. I didn't watch his appearance on, so when Chris Cuomo was on Valuetainment on the PBD podcast, I know that my audience over on Cobra Cast told me that they basically felt like that PBD gave him a softball. So
maybe that was why.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So Valuetainment is excited to announce that veteran news anchor Chris Cuomo will be joining our media team as a talent partner. He will become a rotating guest on the PBD podcast home team. So this is like they're bringing him into the inner circle, bringing 2 decades of experience and his unique perspective to the table. So no, that's like, he's Yeah, that would be basically that's the equivalent of like if we were bringing him on like as a Friday Night Tights panelist. Like
he's gonna come on he's gonna come on once a week or something on the Value Team podcast. Yeah.
So that's again, look, man, I don't know if it's fair, and we'll talk about this tonight on Cobra Kai. I don't know if it's fair for Tim Pool to just point blank say like Patrick Bet-David is going full CNN. I mean, Tim, you had Jack Murphy as a consistent panelist on your fucking show. And then when everything blew up, you just acted like he never existed. You never even acknowledged it, which is the motherfucking CNN move of all CNN moves. You didn't even take any responsibility for having Jack fucking Murphy. Fuck it. Bring him back, Cobra Cast IRL tonight. I'm bringing back the fucking beard. I'm bringing back the old school thumbnail. I'm going to have PBDs back on this.
Okay. Jeremy made up his mind about that really quickly. He's like, I don't know what to think about this. Now I know.
Fuck no. It's more about Tim's take. It's about Tim's take. That pisses me off that Tim did that because, yeah, you shut your fucking member chat down because you got crushed over Eliza Blue, and you ignored the Jack Murphy shit, and now you're calling Patrick Bet-David. I don't agree with that. I don't like the decision, but calling him CNN is kind of bullshit.
K9 Alpha Eyes for 199. I'm anime and manga artist. I also plan to gatekeep. Awesome. Hell yeah. Discount Superhero member for 23 months. I'm back on Twitter. Thanks for the help, everyone. Well, you're welcome, Discount Superhero. I don't know what I did, but you're welcome.
What else? Callum, Discount Superhero is awesome.
Callum for 5. That guy got Me Too'd by Zoe Quinn. His sister's worse. She took that whore's side and didn't she take all of his money? A lot of people got fucked over by Zoe Quinn. Some of them killed themselves afterwards.
True.
Lord Botha for 199. Let games talk. Matt Guillemette for 5. What did you think Bo DeMeo did to get fired from X-Men 97? I find it's hilarious. My guess is that there is some sort of like legitimate scandal.
Agreed.
That's what I think. Like he was fucking somebody or like some shit happened like that. Bo DeMeo had an OnlyFans for a while. Bo DeMeo is black and gay, had a fucking OnlyFans that was like not NSFW apparently, just to like show him fucking shirtless. I don't fucking know. But I think he probably got caught up in something bad. That's why it's like buried. And that's why he deleted all of his socials.
Yeah, dude. When being gay and black isn't enough to keep you at Disney, you probably have done something pretty fucked up. That's my take.
Yeah.
Tim, I'm responding to Tim Pool right now.
Blabs the Tower Tard for 2. Time for a 12-hour stream to talk about gaming. K9 Alpha Eyes for another $1.99. I'm an anime and manga artist, and I'm also gatekeep. Again, thank you. Thoughts on fitness with Nigel for 199. Said it before. This is an important show. I wouldn't go that far. Norwegian Kryptonian for 59 Norwegian. The woke party's over. Now they're stuck with the bill. Ginger Beard for 11 months. Dan's chat is red because it lost YouTube money. Maybe. Luis Cuevas for 5. Happy G&G anniversary month. Yay. Mark Reality for 5. Dan Vass seriously sending a Red Boy super chat for $1.54. Admire the grift.
It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. I don't like. How does anybody respect Dan Vask at this point in time? How? Why? Why would you?
Is Gary at 1 million yet?
He's like 5. He's like 5,000 away. Here's my response to Tim. Tim Pool calling PBD CNN because of a panelist. Interesting. That fucking picture is so perfect.
Jack Murphy.
69 for 69.
God, dude. Elsid Barrett, member for 20 months. Happy anniversary. SBZ for 2. Dan Vass super chats are microaggressions. They're very small, so yes. Angry Yeti TV for 5. This is hands down the best G&G daily anniversary show to date. Could perhaps discuss the topic gaming activities? Hail the fellowship. Thank you, Angry Yeti. Callum for 5. If I said something like, I don't want to work with women because of Me Too, feminism, and they use it as a political platform, what would happen? Probably wouldn't get hired.
Yeah.
Jester of Roanoke for 2. Happy Griftiversary, G&G. Let's talk games. Zero Omega for 5. Jeremy, when are you and the G&G team going to do your part and join Helldivers?
I know everybody wants me to play Helldivers, so we got Battlefront. So we do Mario Kart on Mondays, which has been going really well. So I know Epic Mike's been playing it. I own Helldivers. So I guess if you guys want it, I'll do it. We got Battlefront coming out too. We got to manage that.
Callum for 2. Why do women ruin everything? I don't know. K9 Alpha Eyes for 1. I miss when we used to have our hobbies to ourselves. Flip JJ becomes a channel member. Sierra Tan, member for 11 months, says happy daily anniversary. MCU fan for £2 says happy anniversary, bigots. Thank you, MCU fan. I don't think it's the real one. Z Herb for 20 Australian. It's nothing new said, but Sweet Baby is just a symptom of a bigger issue. We need to remember these people have to be brought in these studios to have these views. It's baked in the industry. Could be more than SBI involved. It's way more than SBI involved. And again, this is not just about these consulting companies. It's about like the reason they're there, and it's because they're being hired by the developers. It's not like they're just now. Of course, they talked about terrorizing employees, making people invite them, but these developers are inviting them in. So,
yeah, we do have guys. I really like. I don't like to bring in like real world stuff, but we've got 2 really big updates on the Haiti situation.
Has pledged another $130 million in security forces and humanitarian aid for Haiti. Armed groups have been threatening to overthrow the prime minister for weeks now, prompting the U.S. to evacuate American personnel from the Caribbean nation. ABC's Melissa Adon has details.
So there you go. 2 really, really big updates.
Imagine the amount of people that be lining up to fucking roast her and eat her with those big ass titties. If she goes down to Haiti.
So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys the 2 big updates from Haiti really quick. Thoughts and prayers and milk trucks.
Over on Rumble, general duality for 2. These journalists and wokies are going to get the 360 Call of Duty treatment. Let's go. 1 year of daily. Hail 199. Orozco for 2. We've lost a command post. Getting ready for Battlefront. Let's see. Wesley for $1, dropping a Vask buck on the table and walking away. Thank you. So incredible. So incredible. Andrew for 2,500. Ryan's the heart and soul of the 199. I don't think so.
Yes,
by the way,
yes,
G&G mobile game win.
Oh man, we got to finish our other game first. We're working on it.
In Keck we trust for 10. Hello, my fellow figs and figures. These commies will never learn from their mistakes. They'll always lose. Sweet Baby and friends, take your adrenochrome and take the L. Hail the 199. Young Sykes for 5. Jeremy, if you want to play niche titles, start with trying out GTFO, Gunfire Reborn, Deep Rock Galactic, RoboQuest, Risk of Rain, 1, 2, and Returns.
I'm going to be playing some Contra Operation Galuga. That's what I'm going to play. I can't wait to play that. I meant to pick it up yesterday. I'm going to pick it up today, though.
Hayden for 20. March 13th. It's proved to be an interesting day over the years. I think it's also got some significance from 4 years ago, but that's another topic. Anyway, happy birthday daily.
Thank you, Hayden Wayne.
Was there like a COVID lockdown or something that happened now? Like on this day or something?
Is that it? Or was that
I know a couple days ago it was the anniversary of Rudy Gobert.
Yes.
Like touching like all the stuff before they shut the NBA down. Because of COVID. So
that whole thing, it was crazy how massive that blew up. It was crazy.
Scarface for 5. If Anita married herself, I guess that means she can go fuck herself. I'm sure she will. Nothing wrong with that. Dead and Dug Up, member for 3 months. We should applaud Anita. She finally did what we all wanted her to do. She went and fucked herself. Operation Outstanding in Field for 5. Hey, fellas, I'll be in town next week for a No Pokey Poke conference. Anything cool going around Orlando you'd recommend? Happy Live B-Day. In Orlando next week, St. Patrick's Day weekend is
probably
coming up.
Some pretty cool stuff going on at Universal. I always recommend going to Universal.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but all right, where am I? Fuck, I lost my place. Gaming Baker for $7.99. Damn, how bad is your cybersecurity if Dan can hack you with a shoestring, 2 cups, and a dildo up him? Jeez. Jessica Lindstrom, member for 10 months. Happy Figversary, guys. Thank you, Jessica. Dutchy for 5. This TikTok ban bill has nothing to do with TikTok. It's about getting rid of current or future apps that could threaten the government's power. That's kind of how I see it too.
Yep.
Which is why I'm not an advocate of it being passed. Bill Prime Gaming, member for 11 months. You guys rock. Thank you. Just a Ghost for 5. Should be a cardinal sin for developers and media outlets having any form of relationship. Yeah, or at least disclose it. You know what I mean? At the bare minimum. K9 Alpha Eyes for 5. I believe social media was a mistake and people would be better off without it because it has made people more unhealthy and less social into society. Well, we're past that point. Operation Outstanding in Field. Have a thought about doing a daily live show with the ladies of, or have thought about doing a daily live show with the ladies of G&G before or after the show. Similar format, 2 to 3 women, Steph, Krista, Melanie, Mac. I don't know if we want more women on this channel. That's the opposite of what I want personally.
Yeah, we're finally gaining subs and moving in the right direction. I think putting more women on the channel, unless they're just like, sitting there, that'd probably be a mistake.
We've had different iterations of like G&G girls shows kind of over the years. Somehow they like never keep up with it and they like never schedule shit right. They communicate like it doesn't work out for some reason. I don't know. But
yeah,
we've attempted multiple times to do things like that
for various amount of reasons. If you put Steph, Krista, and Melanie Mac on a show, okay, so Krista's just gonna talk about like Animal Crossing and like chickens, and Steph will probably have her horrifically bad takes about Zack Snyder DC movies, and Melanie Mac's gonna say shit that's gonna get us demonetized. So I just see no value to that at all. So we'll just not do that.
What does this mean, Gary?
What do you
like, does it mean we used to be monkeys or something? Like, I'm trying. I don't really. It's probably like something that I like should understand what's going on, but I don't. I'm not
Does
sure.
anybody understand this?
Coming down from the trees was a mistake. Oh, it's a Douglas Adams reference. There we go. There we go. Sorry, Gary. I thought it had something to do with monkeys.
Usually it has to do with racism here on this.
Yeah. Taker for 5. Ryan, we the chat have your back. We know the Dune popcorn bucket has hit you with a false paternity suit. That freak kid looks nothing like you. I know. I'm not paying for that motherfucker. Elcid Barrett for 10. Anita chose to marry someone that no one can stand. I give it a year. She's gonna Elisa Medina for 10. Jeremy, say my name.
Elisa Medina. Yeah, so Jay said it weird the other day. Alicia, I think is what he said. Alicia.
Yeah, I would say Alicia, but I don't.
Hey, I need the chat to confirm. Is this so Ryan? Like, I think if you gained like 40 pounds,
I saw people sharing this around, and I'm like, does that really like look like me?
Yeah.
He has eyebrows and like a fat face.
It's very close. It's oh man, that's really good.
And different colored eyes.
Oh man.
Is this the guy that wrote that like was it Game Informer or
gamedev.com?
Gamedev.com
with his pronouns in his bio.
He puts exclamation mark after he him.
I know. It's so stupid.
What a fucking queer. Let's see. Freckled Giant. Jeremy is the worst YouTuber, but also the best for not doing gay anniversary streams.
I like how he said I'm the worst, but also the best. It's a nice compliment.
Rude Dude Reviews for 5. You say your birthday was yesterday, 48, and Happy Sweet Baby Inc. will burn their own racism against the world of gamers. Thank you, Rude Dude.
Am I 48?
Maybe he is.
Old. Okay.
Barbecue pits for 199. Random question: Superman versus Thor. Who wins?
Superman.
Probably Superman. I drink, therefore I am becomes a new member. We could steal member for 11 months. Let's go. 11 months with this great fellowship. Cable Watson for 2. Ryan, his OnlyFans was him stroking his huge rod. Good shit. You would know better than I suppose, if that's true. Maybe that's why he got fired. I don't know. Tobias for 10. Wait until Helldiver is more stable. The last patch seems to have broken the matchmaking again. Was playing last night, kept getting random disconnects. According to others, it keeps happening. East Coast Toasty Boy 2. Well, Congress passed the TikTok ban. It still has to go through Senate and everything. But.
Yep.
DJ Fenn for 5. Dan Vasc is a top 2 Brazilian, and he is not 2. Sorry, I'm an instigator. Okay. Dan Vasc is a top 2 Brazilian, and he is not 2. Apology accepted. Z Herb for Ozzy 2. Ryan hated that news clip. Not enough sausages. Jorge Barracuda, member for 11 months. Hail G&G, Jeremy and Ryan. Well done, lads. Keep up the grind. Thank you. Darian Murphy for 199. Jake Lloyd is in a mental health facility. That's true, because he legit has mental issues, and it has nothing to do with him being bullied because of Star Wars, shockingly. Just
and
the entire time.
And it's good that he it looks like he's at least doing pretty good. And
the most sad part about that entire article was that with all the progress he's made with his mental health, that someone then gave him an Ahsoka action figure. That would be enough to drive me right back into the fucking crazy house.
I knew that was gonna piss you off. So yeah, but it's good to see Jake Lloyd doing well. It sucks that he's been through hell because of the media. They wanted to blame the fans.
But he has God, what does he fucking have? The thing, schizophrenia. And he has like a history of it in his past and everything. So this is not like, well, because he got bullied by people because of Star Wars, these things happen to him. It has nothing to do with that. It's nice to see that finally get cleared up. Top Dog for 199. Jeremy, was you a Bret Hart fan in the 90s?
Absolutely. Bret the Hitman Hart's one of the greatest. I'd say he's the greatest technical wrestler ever. I don't even say I say that. That's a fact. And there is no disputing that. Like, there is absolutely no disputing that Bret Hart is the greatest technician in the history of wrestling. The excellence of execution, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Ice Marbles for 5. Would love to see Uncut Hoops, Scap Attack, Angry Old Hoops Fan, or Dreamers Pro on Sports Wars one day. Well, we'll look into it. Thank you, Ice Marbles. Lord Botha for 199. Jay came down from the trees to talk games. There you go. Cardinal for 2. Dr. Doom versus Darth Vader.
Probably Dr. Doom.
Yeah, I would probably say Doom as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Depends which version of Darth Vader, maybe. Darian Murphy for 5. Yesterday, when discussing how he became familiar with Gamergate, he said, I learned up on it. I almost fell out of my chair. Who, Jay said that?
I think Epic Mike said that.
I learned up on it. Yeah. Wolf from Heart, member for 7 months. Superman vulnerable to magic. Just saying. Is Thor using magic? I don't think Thor's using magic specifically, but I don't know. I say Superman wins. Top Dog 199. Heel 1997. Anti-American Bret was the best.
I don't think he was the best, but he was really good. He was good. Again, that's a whole discussion. I would love to talk more wrestling, but maybe another time.
Thundarius said I skipped his member message.
Why would you do that to Thundarius? Why would you do that?
Oh, I did it. I obviously hate him. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Member for 8 months. Happy anniversary. I'll send you a super chat, but I spent all my money on Yaira. All hail the Ripaverse.
Hail.
Thank you, Thundarius.
Yep. Congratulations again to Eric. Crushing it, baby. Crushing it.
I think other than that, I should be caught up with everything.
All right. Well, we've had a bank.
Let me just check Rumble. I think I checked a little bit ago, but I think we're good. So yeah, we're good over on Rumble too.
And we've had another banger today. A great audience on Rumble. Great audience here on YouTube. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you. It's been 1 year for Geeks and Gamers Daily, and that's been awesome. We had a great main event last night. Or have Cobra Cast tonight. I'll be talking about the Tim Pool, Patrick Bet, David stuff. We got a lot of other stuff going on as well to talk about. So Ben Shapiro apparently is just pissing off the entire internet. So I've got to get into all of that. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. We got a couple more super chats and then we're out.
Eric, we said that one. Tobias for 10. In all seriousness, mental health is important. If you feel like you need help, talk to someone you trust, seek help. Your brain can get sick like any other organ and malfunction, so take care of it. Yeah, I agree. Z Herb for 10. Rings of Power being woke was accurate. Been listening to Lord of the Rings books, and Tolkien often uses the queer to describe things.
That's why Gary likes him.
Saying that they were queer, yeah. Eric K for 2. Doom can get the high ground easy. LOL winner.
Winner.
Angry Yeti TV for 5. TikTok ban has passed the House, not the Senate. If it does pass the Senate, though, at least this version doesn't make VPNs illegal. That's true. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, this whole thing's wild, man. So we're going to look into it. Okay, guys, thank you so very much. We appreciate it. Again, if you have not, go to geeksgamers.com. Make yourself an account over there. So we do this switch over or update or whatever we're going to do. Everything will transfer. You can jump in the forums, have those discussions over there if you're interested. But at least just go over there, make an account, get set up, get your username, profile, all that good stuff. Other than that, really appreciate you guys. And, 1 year. 1 year, and now we move on into year number 2. So, Ryan, what do you got going on?
Nothing.
A lot of positivity.
Mostly spreading positivity around the world. That's my hope and my dream, my goal, my life's mission.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. And, of course, our boy Gary, he's almost there, man. He's like less than 5,000 subs from 1 million. Insane. So, congratulations to him. And, go to hell, Dan Vask. Have a great day. We'll talk to all of you guys later. Bye, everyone.